What's up, guys? It's your boy Chris Platoon of Shadow. Tell me more. The haven for early 2000s kids and a few 90s babies. Okay, let's get into this. This was unexpectedly started on its own, so I'm just gonna go into this. We're gonna do EMH Avengers versus. Gotta burp, you know. If I don't burp, it's not a Tell Me More A video. But yeah, EMH Avengers versus Amazo from the Dcau. So this is essentially the Tabula Rasa episode from season 2. I forgot. I don't know, like episode 5 or something. I don't know. But I didn't rewatch it. I'm just gonna go off of memory. But in that episode, what happened was Lex Luthor was doing some stuff. He got his power armor wrecked by Superman and Hawkgirl, so he had to sneak off, and the power armor was like stopping his cancer because he got like kryptonite poisoning cancer. But yada yada yada, he goes to Mercy, tries to his old company, who's run by his secretary, now Mercy / bodyguard, and she tells him, "Oh, I sold everything, blah blah blah. I fired a bunch of people," which he was also looking for Dr. Ivo, the creator of Amazo. So it's Ivo's android. I was looking for Dr. Ivo so he can create like some nanobots or something to cure his body. That didn't work out too well, did it, unfortunately, because she fired him. So then he goes to his house to go see where this dude is at or ask him for some help. But he did. Or he's, I don't know if YouTube allows me to say this, not here anymore. He was... What's his name? And I just remember in the show was funny. There was like, oh, those cigarettes finally got you. But yeah, essentially implying he died of the cancer, or he ended of the cancer. But yeah, while Lex was looking at his dead body, some 10 feet tall, massive android robot walks up behind him. He's like, oh, if you're gonna do it to me, just do it. And that doesn't happen. So Lex asks Amazo who he is, what he is, yada yada, that type of thing. Gets his manual / I guess just manual. Is what would it be called? This prototype thing? I can't remember the word you call the thing that. I'm just gonna say his manual. He reads about him, learns about all of his stuff. So he sends Amazo out there by blackmailing him emotionally about, oh, I will end soon. I will end soon if you don't help me, because Amazo has a kind of he's like a child. I will put it that way. He's like a child. He wants his parent around him, and yeah, Luthor becomes like his second dad after his first dad dies. Unalives. My bad. Unalives. So, going to Amazo. Amazo shows up at one research facility that has plutonium. He's going to steal some plutonium for the Luthor suit. And who am I going to pick to fight him? I'll go with Wasp. That makes a little more sense. Hawkgirl, Wasp. Hawkgirl fought him in the original, but Wasp is the one that's going to fight him this time. How does this go? You know what? I'm going to make it Wasp and Ant-Man. Both of them fight him. But they show up, try to stop him from stealing the plutonium, and at first they thought they were winning. Let's just put it that way. Until he copied their powers, got big and small on them, started beating them up. And even Ant-Man using his whole controlling insects thing doesn't work because he uses his power to control the insects. Plus he absorbs their intelligence and all that stuff. So he's the smartest Ant-Man now. Then he runs off to go hang out with Luthor and give Luthor the what's it called? The plutonium, and Luthor is like, oh, I see you ran into Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh, interesting. Oh, my villains. But yeah, moving past that, Ant-Man and Wasp go to the Avengers, which this roster would be Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Hawkeye, and Black Panther, plus those guys. And they're essentially spilling the beans. By the way, there was a subplot in the original with like John Joe / the Martian Manhunter about him opening his mind to read everyone in the whole planet's mind or something, in the whole city's mind, to figure out where Lex Luthor is because he ran away. But I'm not going to even touch on that because none of them have that power, so we're not even going to go there. So anyway, they spilled the beans on Amazo, and Luthor convinces Amazo to go, the Avengers. So he goes, causes some trouble, and I guess I will say Captain America sees him first. He's like, is that the android you're talking about? They're like, oh, Yes, yes, it is. So they go to jumping. And at this point, I would say Thor and Iron Man aren't quite here yet. They're like doing other stuff somewhere else. So it's Captain America, Hawkeye, and Black Panther, and coincidentally, the Hulk. He's here to throw these hands. He's Amazo versus the Hulk. Too bad he can steal his powers. But it starts off obviously with Captain America trying to be like, "Hey, stop right there! Who are?" Smacks him at his shield. After that, Hawkeye and Black Panther get involved in the Hulk because they get washed within 2 seconds. Amazo's out here turning small and big and like messing them up, turning to getting himself wasps wings and stuff flying around. Then Hulk pulls up, smashes him like a bug. But instead, he grows big to Hulk's side after obviously absorbing his powers. There, bam, this is where it goes down. And I'll say this. Sorry, Hulk fans. He's going to whoop Hulk's butt. Number one, he has the intelligence of Ant-Man. So he's going to know what's up with Hulk's body. But he's just going to beat him up. I'm sorry. I can't see a Hulk defeating Amazo. Y'all can come at me and say a Hulk the strongest there is. Well, Amazo absorbs the power of whoever's fighting. So he's now the strongest there is. Plus the other powers he has. But I'll say Hawkeye radios into Iron Man and Black Panther and be like, "Have you guys found Luthor yet?" They're like, "No, we went to Mercy Graves' lab and stuff to go do detective stuff and we couldn't find him." But he's like, "That doesn't matter. We found the robot. We found the android. Come right now. We're getting jumped." While I would say Black Panther is like, "Don't call him, you idiot. He absorbs." Bam. Thor already throwing his hammer at Amazo's face. Then wham, 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 wham. Hits him with a lightning blast. But the robot just turns around, absorbs his powers. And that's when Iron Man rushes in. Pew, 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 blast, blast. Does his thing. And this time, unlike the original, he doesn't have a kryptonite weakness. I don't know how this is going to go well for them. I mean, maybe we can say it ends. No, it can't even end the way they did Graviton. Because Graviton was still human. He now has the power of all the roster. So Ant-Man, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, Wasp. Like, he can do robot stuff now. He's a robot originally, but he has the Iron Man armor powers and stuff. He can do unibeams and all that stuff. Plus, he has Tony's intelligence. That goes in there. He also has Thor's intelligence about mystical stuff, and he also has the intelligence of Bruce Banner because Bruce Banner is in the Hulk. So there you go. So yeah, he whoops Captain America, Hawkeye, Black Panther. It's all just going bad. And this time, instead of I'm just gonna speed it up. This time, instead of Lex, failing to, because in the first one, because of Batman and his whole kryptonite thing, Amazo had to dip, and what's his name, Mercy Grave called our boy Lex to tell him about that they were looking for him. But this time, Lex is already prepared because Amazo got him everything he needed. This Amazo is faster. He does all the things really quickly. So got him everything he needed. Lex pulls up in his power armor and they jump the Avengers. And yeah, I think the Avengers lose. I'm sorry, guys. If he absorbs all their experiences, their mind, their intelligence, everything about them. And this one, I'm pretty sure he can, because he started acting like Wally West after absorbing Wally West's speed. So there you go. I'm pretty sure he absorbs their attitude, their intelligence, and all that. So he's as smart as Iron Man, Hulk, and Ant-Man combined. And T'Challa, I forgot about him. And Black Panther. What am I even tripping? So he has literally, except, Mr. Fantastic, he has, and Doctor Doom, he has most of the smart people in Marvel's mind in his mind. He's whooping. Now, this is the thing, though. After he gets that, since he doesn't have the power, this is the only way I see them winning, since he doesn't have the power of John Jones to, read the mind of Lex Luthor, to see that Lex Luthor plans to betray him if he does anything that he doesn't like or whatever. This time, he's just going to figure it out logically, because he's going to be like, I think Lex, because now he can, he technically absorbs Lex first. So he also has Lex intelligence. So he's going to think about it. He's like, you know what, Lex? I don't need you. I don't need you. Then he whoops on Lex. Then, the same thing happens when he realizes, all of you guys are weak. I'm just way better than you. Then he flies off into space. Now, obviously, if it doesn't happen that way, he murks everyone. Sorry, Thor. Sorry, Hulk. I don't think you guys are winning against him. That's not happening. The original Justice League, well, the Justice League weren't gonna win because he had no weaknesses. He adapted to kryptonite, so that's another thing. But yeah, Amazo versus the Avengers, or Avengers EMH Avengers versus DCAU Amazo. It goes to Amazo. He wins. Either he wins by the natural way, beating him up and getting tired of it, and be like, you guys aren't even worth me. Then he flies off of Earth to go to other planets to go explore, or he ends them permanently. Odin misses his son, and a bunch of people lose their loved ones. R.I.P. R.I.P. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the channel, Chris. I haven't done this in like a while. The channel, Tell Me More, the haven for early 2000s kids and a few 90s babies. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.